Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm preparing now to drive out for work. And while I'm driving, I'll be listening to a story. So I'm going to enjoy a part of it with me. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on my videos. Thank you.
She wanted the men, the money, the fame, the enjoyment, and the slay queen life. But she hated the three beautiful babies she was blessed with. It was dark, windy, and very cold outside as she carried the little triplets. They cried out, but nobody came. She carried them to the road as her Yahoo boyfriend sat in the car behind her, ordering her to throw away her bundle of joys. What she didn't know was that there was a promise. He had promised to give her something she felt was more precious than three innocent lives. But something even worse happened. Before I reveal what happened, I must warn you, this story will break your heart first, before fixing it with hope and excitements you will not see coming. As Tasha dropped the children in the dark, scary road with nobody to care for them, no one to feed or keep them safe, she held her boyfriend David. I'm so happy those tiny brats are out of my way, always crying and interrupting my night outs, Tasha said passionately. Yes, my love. In this bag, everything you want is inside. David replied with a smile as he held her waist. They were now together at last without disturbance. What kind of mother would abandon her little babies, you may ask? Well, stick around and find out. As Tasha and David drove off, leaving the babies all alone on the road, something dark happened. A group of kidnappers were passing by. Omo, we no see any client today, oo. Street dry, one of them said. I swear, I need quick cash now. Anybody that leaves their belongings now, I'll take it. Another replied as they laughed and clapped. Then suddenly, they turned and saw the helpless little triplets on the cold floor, unaware of the danger before them. One of the kidnappers, called Spider, laughed out loud as he pointed at the babies. Today is our lucky day, oo. Carry them fast. But another raised suspicion. I beg, calm down. Who be that woman way go leave their Pekin here? It's not possible, nah. Outside under rain. You know, go be thankful we have seen free thing now. We can sell these ones for millions. One of them said, already salivating at the thought. They all agreed to take the babies, 2 boys and 1 girl, 3 beautiful triplets. They planned to do evil. As they bent down to pick the babies, their cries grew louder, but they did not care. They carried them strongly from the ground and started walking away, but not too far from where they picked up the triplets. One of them complained of headache. My head is paining me, oh, he shouted. Before the other could respond, he held his throat. What's happening to us right now? I don't understand. What is all this? They shook in fear. The other fell to the ground, his legs weakened. He held the baby confused. The babies continued to cry as their bodies trembled. It's these babies. They're witches. Evil spirits. Let's go, they shouted as they ran off, leaving the babies behind on the ground. Now the babies were left all alone again, under the rain at night, in even more danger. They cried from hunger and cold with nobody to save them. But let's take a moment to appreciate the power of God and how they were saved. However, not for too long, because something was coming for these innocent, abandoned babies. Something that would leave you completely shocked. This is the story of Tasha, a Lagos slay queen who abandoned her newborn triplets because of a big nylon bag. How did it all come to this? What truly happened that led Tasha to get pregnant and even abandon her 3 babies? Tasha was a Lagos big girl who entertained many Lagos politicians and big boys. She had many followers on Instagram. She flew to different countries weekly, until she found out she was 7 months pregnant. It was an ectopic pregnancy she did not see coming at all, and it was already past the abortion date. What do you mean I'm pregnant? She cried to the doctor. Yes, ma, you have bouncy, beautiful, strong babies in your belly, the doctor said with a smile. Tasha's heart immediately sank as she heard the plural word. Wait, babies? You mean 2 babies? The doctors laughed. Ma, not 2 but 3 beautiful babies, 2 boys and 1 girl. Immediately, Tasha fainted. The doctors and nurses had to rush her into an emergency CS, as she had suffered a heart attack from the news. When Tasha woke up, she looked at the 3 crying, freshly born babies. The doctors were indeed not lying. She had been pregnant all through her travels and partying. Luckily for her, the kids were safe and sound, but she didn't want to have anything to do with them. Before she could even hide the news and opt for an adoption, The paparazzi was all over. Slay Queen gives birth to triplets. It was all over the news. All the men who had admired and spent money on her before ran away, avoiding any responsibility. Only one man stayed behind, David. He was known to be rich, but nobody knew his true source of income. That day he came to her house and looked at the babies. They are healthy, beautiful babies, he said, inspecting them closely like a lion ready to devour. Well, I don't care about them. They are ruining my life. Do you know how many brand deals and bad boy clients I would have gotten by now if I wasn't cursed with these smelly babies? I'm not interested in breastfeeding and catering to them. I'm going out tonight, Tasha said angrily. That night she went out and had the time of her life. She partied with her girlfriends until something happened. The nanny she had hired called her. Madam, I can take care of the babies, but they need their mother. I gave them food, but they won't stop crying. I can't do this, please. I resign. That was when Tasha took matters into her own hands. I cannot do this anymore. I will not suffer this rubbish. I'll throw these babies on the street. They ruined my life, she said angrily. Not surprisingly, David leaned closer and said, I have a plan. The plan was set. Tasha was ready to dump her 3 babies by the roadside and pretend they were stolen. But little did she know that those babies would truly be stolen. Not by random kidnappers, but by the only one she trusted, David. David had made a deal with one of the richest men in the country. No one knew what that man did for a living, but every month he demanded a baby. Get me a newborn baby and I'll give you millions, the man told David. I don't want to get you 1 baby. I want to get you 3 babies. David exclaimed happily. The man smiled grimly. 3 babies? That's impossible. None of my boys have ever done that. If you get them, I'll reward you plenty. And that was the deal. But stupid Tasha did not know, because David promised her a nylon bag, and she never questioned what was inside. Baby, I want to open it. I can feel it's money, plenty money. Tasha smiled in excitement after a steamy night with him. Calm down, babe. When the time is right, I'll show you. At least those babies are out of the way now. I hope you're happy, David said. I am more than happy and grateful. Thank you so much, baby, Tasha replied, excited for her surprise. Little did she know that what was in the bag would not only leave her stupid, but make her feel like the most foolish woman on earth. Meanwhile, back on the streets, the men David had sent finally came and saw the babies. The evil man called Scar pointed at them. Carry them. Let's go. They lifted the babies. Nothing happened. Their eyes and legs were fine. The babies stopped crying and slept off in the car, tired from hunger and the rain. When they got to Scar's home, a huge tall mansion with iron gates, Scar carried the babies into a forbidden room. He placed the triplets on the table and smiled grimly. My gods, I have brought not 1 baby today, but 3. 3 newborn, strong babies for you, Scar said with a wide smile. There was silence as blood began to fill a pot. Scar grinned. He was going to get more money than ever before. But then a pause. A loud voice spoke. These babies are not ready yet. You will keep them in your house for